Okay, so assignment number 7 is all about our compass error, and it's practicing how to get compass error from compass, deviation, magnetic heading, variation, and true. So we have a couple different exercises, and we're just going to work our way through them. The first part in this box here, we are not going to be using the deviation table. This section is kind of like your algebra, you're just finding the missing value. So we have some of the numbers, we need to find the missing value in these boxes. So I'm going to put in my rules so I don't get confused. So C, D, M, V, T, if I'm going this way, I'm going to be adding east, subtracting west. T, V, M, D, C, if I'm going this way, I am going to be adding west, subtracting east. So I want to know which way I'm going to be going on this scale, if you will. So I have true, and this can help me figure it out too. So I had 347 for true, and then I had 9 west. So according to if I'm starting at true, going this way, I should be adding that west. And is this number bigger than this number? Yes, it is 9 more than that number. East, I'm going to be subtracting, which is going to be the opposite of this one. So I'm going to be subtracting that 5. So from 356, I'm going to be subtracting 5 degrees. So for my compass, I get 3, 5, 1. So we're just filling in the missing values. So same steps on this one. We can just check to make sure. We had 2, 3, 7, and then a west. We're going to be adding that west. Yes, it adds. Okay, we're on the right track. We know what rules we're using. And this is west as well, so we're going to be adding that 7. So we have 2, 5, 1 plus 7. That gives us 2, 5, 8. So we're just filling in our values here. Okay, now this one, our missing value is right in the middle. So we could either work our way this way or work our way this way. Let's do both so we can check. So we have 1, 0, 6. Working our way this way, we would add east, subtract west. This is east. That would be adding east. So that would give me a value of 109. 109. Now let's check it this way. I had 1, 2, 2. If I'm going this way, I'm going to be subtracting east. So if I have 1, 2, 2 minus 1, 3, 13, I get 109. If I continue working my way this way, 109 minus 3, because I'd be going this direction, would give me 106. So that checks going both this way and this way. Okay, so that works. Let's see the next one. 0, 2, 2. If I'm going this way, I'm subtracting west. So that would give me 0, 2, 0. Okay, I have that right. And then I would be adding east. So 0, 2, 0 plus 15 would give me 0, 3, 5 degrees as my true. Okay, this one, we have our compass heading, our magnetic heading, and our true heading. So we need to figure out what our deviation and our variation is. So let's start with our deviation here. What is the difference between these two values? We have 8. So now we need to figure out, is that 8 east or west? So if I'm going this way, I add east, subtract west. So I would have to add east. I would have to add to get 048. So I would say that would be east. Now let's check it going the other way. If this is 048 and I'm going this way, I would have to subtract east to get 040. So that works out that this is 8 east as our deviation. Now, what's the difference between these two numbers? We have 14 is our variation, the difference between those two numbers. Now, am I adding or subtracting? Will it be east or west? So if I'm starting here and going this way, I follow these rules, would be add east, subtract west. This value is a lot larger, so I would be adding that. So I would call it east. Now let's practice it going the other way. So if this is true and it's east, I would have to subtract it to get this value. So that works out that this would be 14 east. We checked both ways. Okay, we're missing some more values in this one. We're missing 3 values. No, we're still only missing 2, excuse me. Here we're missing this value, so we can't start on this side. So I'm going to start on this side and work my way over. So we're starting with 087. We have 13 west. If I'm going this way, I'm going to be adding west. So I'm going to add that 13, and I get 100. And then I have a 8 east. That 8 east, I'm still working this way, is going to be subtracted. So if I'm going from 100 minus 8, I get a compass course of 092. Okay, continuing working, this one we don't have true or compass. We have to start from the middle and work our way out. So starting at magnetic and working our way back to compass, we're going to follow these rules here. So 136 west, I would be adding. So I have 136 plus 3, that would give me 139. If I'm working this way, I'm adding east, subtracting west. So I have 13 or 136 degrees and 12 west. I'm going to be subtracting it going this way. So I'd be subtracting that number. So 136 minus 12 gives me 124. And that is what I get true. Okay, this one we're missing 2 values right next to each other. So in order to find the missing value, it's kind of like this value plus or minus this value equals this. This value plus or minus equals. So we need to find this value before we could find this one. So we're starting with 352, working our way this way. So that would mean the west would be added. So we have a plus 12. So 352 plus 12 gives me 364. Now 364 isn't a value we can work with. It's not on the compass. So what would 364 look like as a heading or bearing? It would look 004 would be the value we use for that. So now I want to find my difference between 356 and 004. That's pretty hard to do. We're not going to say it's 352 degrees. We're going to use that 364 value, the smallest value you could find there. So we have 8 degrees. And is this value more or less? How did we get it? Okay, so we'll start on this one, 356, to get to a higher number, higher on the compass, we would have to add. So we would be adding east. If we were going from this high number of 364 back down to 356, we would have to be subtracting, and that's still east. So 8 east is our value. Okay. Now we're working on number 9. We have a missing value here and a missing value here, so we're going to start on this side. We have 0, 0, 5, and then 15 east. We add that 15, no, going from true to compass, we are adding west, subtracting east. So we are subtracting that 15. See, I almost messed up there. You always got to catch yourself. Oh, that's not going to help us catch ourselves. But okay, so 0, 0, 5 minus 15. That's going to be hard to do. So I'm going to convert this to 365. So I can subtract that 15 degrees. So 365 minus 15 gives me 350. And then I have my west still working this way. I'm going to add that west to 350, and that would give me 362. But we write that as 002 would be our degrees. Okay, this one, we can work our way this way, or we could work our way this way. So we can check both ways. 227, working this way, we are adding east, subtracting west. So 227 minus 9 would give me 218. I would be adding east to give me 233. So that checks out. Now let's work our way the other way. 233 subtracting 15 gives me 218. Then adding the 9 would give me 227. So that those values check out as well. So this is just a practice in working from compass to true, true to compass to magnetic, back and forth along the way. You're just, however you, picture these problems, whether as a math equation or just values on a chart or on a table, you can rewrite this, on linear paper, TV, MDC, if that's how you prefer to look at it versus horizontally or anything like that. So we're just finding the missing values in the table there. Okay, let's move to our second section of working on our deviation table. Okay, so this is our deviation table that we use for this class. Again, each vessel will have a different deviation table. This is just the made-up one for this class. Okay, so we are just working our way across the table, practicing how to use it. So using the deviations provided, determine the following deviation. So we have a compass heading of 255. So we have compass heading and we have magnetic heading. So we have a compass heading of 225. So we'll find where 225 is, and that's going to be in between 224 and 235. So our deviation would be 6 west. Next, we have a magnetic heading of 125. So now we're on the magnetic heading section of 125. So we're going down. I have 124 and 130. So we have a magnetic heading of, or a deviation, for a magnetic heading of 125 is 3 east. So we're just finding one and reading the other. Okay, now we have a compass heading of 019. So we're going to find 019. We have 018. So 019 for compass is going to be within this category, so our deviation is 2 east. Now we have a magnetic heading of 259, excuse me, 259. So here we have 259, so 248 to 259, we have our deviation of 9 west. Okay, now we have a compass heading of 319. So compass, we're looking for 319. So we have 315 into 321. Our deviation would be 3 west. Next, we have a magnetic heading of 198. Yes, 198. So we have magnetic 198. Our deviation would be 3 west. And that's how you go back and forth on the deviation table. So now we're going to apply kind of both of these skills here, working our way back and forth along the compass and using our deviation table to do our next 5 questions, practicing compass error. So I'm going to do these on the whiteboard here. Okay, so for number 17, they tell us we have a compass course of 210 per standard compass. What is our true course? So we are going from C to T. So I'm going to write out my C, can, dead, men, vote twice, at election, minus west. So I'm starting off with my C at 210. Then I need to convert all the way down to true. And the problem, they told us to use our deviation table, and they also told us our variation was going to be 14 east. So I'm just going to write that there. Okay, so for deviation table, we have a compass heading of 210. So what would our deviation be? 210. So our deviation would be 4 west. So we have 4 west. And as I'm going down, I'm going to be subtracting that west. So I'm going to subtract 4, and I get 206. Then with that east, I'm going to be adding that east. So 206 plus 14 gives me a true heading of 220 degrees true. Degrees true. So now that is my answer. That is my true course. Okay, in number 18, it tells us we wish to make a course made good of 310 true. What should we steer per compass? So we are going from true to compass. So I'm going to write this out. From true, T, V, M, D, C, add west, subtract east. So I'm starting out with a true of 310. Now my variation was given to me in the problem as 14 east. If I'm going down, I'm going to be subtracting that east. So I'm left with a magnetic of 296. Magnetic. Now I can go to my deviation table and find 296. And I get a deviation of 5 west. Let me use that 5 west. I'm going to be adding that west. So I get a compass of 301 degrees PSC, or per compass, however you want to write it. So that is our answer to 18. Okay, number 19. This is our fun one. We are on a course of 218 per standard compass. What would be the return leg? So if we are cruising, we are at 118, right? Yeah. We are cruising at 118 degrees compass. What is that true? Because this is what we're doing, but that's per compass. So we want to reciprocate on our actual course. So we need to convert this to true, find the reciprocal, and then go back to compass. So let's do that. We are at compass, and we need to go to true. So can, dead, men, vote twice at election minus whiskey. Okay, so my compass is 118 degrees. I need to go to my deviation. So I have 118. My deviation is going to be 4 east. I'm going to be adding that 4 degrees. So I get 122 magnetic. My variation was given to me in the problem at 14 degrees east. I'm going to be adding that 14. So I get 136 degrees true. So this line that I've been traveling on is 136 degrees true, even though my heading was at 118 degrees true. Now to go back this way, I need to find the reciprocal. So I would have 136 plus 180. So I'm going 180 degrees. And I get 6, carry the 1, so 316 degrees true is my reciprocal true course. So now I need to convert from true back to compass. So T, V, M, D, C, add west, subtract east. I have a true of 316 degrees. My variation is given to me at 14 east. So I am going to be subtracting that 14. So I get a magnetic of 312. My deviation, I have a magnetic heading of 312. So I have 312. I have a deviation of 3 west. It's not 312. It's 302. Can't do math. 302. Excuse me. So 302. That would give me 5 west as my deviation. So 5 west, I'm going to be adding that. So I have a compass course of 307 degrees PSC. So that is our final answer. All right, let's do another one. Okay, so for number 20, we are steering a course of 192 degrees true. We're going to change course 90 degrees to the left, and then I want to know what my compass course will be on my new heading. So if I am steering 192, so if I am steering 192, something like this, and I want to go 90 degrees to the left, am I going to be adding or subtracting that 90? So if I go this way, that would be to the right, and I want to go to the left. And so I'm going to be getting less. So I'm going to be subtracting that 90 degrees. Because this is 0, this is 180, 90, 270. So if going left, I'm going to be subtracting that 90. So I have a course of 192 minus that 90-degree course change, and I get a new heading of 102. Now I need to convert that new heading to compass. So I have this as true. So I'm starting at true. Put some color here. P, V, M, D, C. Add west, subtract east. I'm starting with 102 degrees true. My variation is 14 east. That was given to me in the problem. But again, you find it on the compass rows. So east, I'm going to be subtracting. So 102 minus 14 gives me 088 degrees magnetic. I go to the deviation table here, and I have 088. So I am going to get a deviation of 6 east. 6 east. I'm going to be subtracting that 6. So I have a compass of 0, 8, 2 as my final course to steer. All right, let's do the last one. Okay, so for 21, we are holding a course of 260 degrees true. We wish to come right 45 degrees. What will our new compass course be? So if we are steering a course of 260, so that's somewhere over here, that's what our boat is doing, and we want to come right 45 degrees, that means we are going to go this direction. So we are going to be going from 260 to a bigger number to the right. So 45 degrees, we're going to be adding that. So 260 plus 45 will give me 305 degrees true. Now I need to convert that to compass. Okay, so we have a true of 305. Our variation was 14 east, so we are going to be subtracting that 14, and we get a magnetic of 291. My deviation, I go to the table. 291 is going to be at 6 west. I'm going to be adding that 6, so I get 297 for standard compass as my final answer. And that is our compass error practice. We're going to be using that a lot on the next, going forward, on the next chart plots and whatnot. So keep on practicing. It'll get easier. All right, if you have any questions, let me know.